The deities planned a grand feast with Aegir and Ran, the benevolent sea giants who resided beneath the waves. They agreed to host the banquet, but only if the deities could provide a massive kettle to brew enough mead for all the invited guests. The deities realized that only Hymir, a giant renowned for his immense cauldron, could fulfill this requirement. Thor, the strongest and most courageous of the deities, volunteered to retrieve the cauldron, knowing that not all giants were as friendly as Aegir and Ran. Upon arriving at Hymir's home, Thor was met with a feast of 3 bulls that Hymir had slaughtered for their stay. However, the giant was taken aback when Thor devoured 2 of the bulls in one sitting, which left Hymir displeased. Consequently, he declared that they would need to go fishing for the next day's meal. The following morning, Hymir sent Thor to gather bait. In a bold move, Thor killed the largest remaining bull in Hymir's pastures, intending to use its head as bait. This infuriated Hymir even more, but he hoped that Thor's strength would prove useful on their fishing expedition. Once, they were in the boat. With Thor rowing from the stern, they set out to Hymir's usual fishing grounds. Hymir was pleased when he caught 2 whales, but Thor, eager for a bigger catch, rowed further from shore. Hymir grew anxious and warned Thor about the monstrous sea serpent, Jormungand, lurking in those waters. Undeterred, Thor pressed on. When Thor finally cast his line, a heavy silence fell over the water. Suddenly he felt a tremendous tug, shaking the boat violently. Hymir turned pale with fear, but Thor stood his ground, his feet planted so firmly that the boat began to take on water. As the serpent's head emerged, revealing the hook lodged in its mouth, Thor reached for his hammer. In a moment of panic, Hymir cut the line, causing the serpent to slip back into the depths. Furious at this missed chance to confront his greatest enemy, Thor hurled Hymir overboard in his wrath. With the 2 whales draped over his shoulders, Thor waded back to shore, retrieved Hymir's cauldron, and triumphantly returned to Asgard, ready to celebrate the feast with his fellow deities. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the sagas of the Norse. If you enjoyed this story and want to dive deeper into more epic tales from Norse mythology, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Ahmed's World. Your support helps us bring more enchanting stories to life.